A hot spot is smelting the basis of the Antarctic ice leaf at the southward polar. The region struck is 3 times how of more London. Scientists suspicion a conjunction of extraordinarily radiation rock and geothermic springs may be accountable. The hot rock is removal several 6 mm a year of the wrong side of the 3 km thick ice leaf, making a massive of meltwater how later fluid off via submarine glacial rivers and lake to the mainland's shoreline. The approximately 100 km by 50 km hot spot came to lighting while researchers discussed radar gun images of the ice leaf at 88 degrees southward. They show a astounding sagging in the ice layers immediately over the hot spot. Yet our calculations show that doesn't rather offer you quite warmth. I believe down there's a other trial. The surveying of the rock suggests down there is faulting and how could enable hot water supply to swirl up via the rock, love hot springs. Antarctica is in no risk of smelting off as a outcome of the hot spot. In the great schema of things, the region struck and the sum of smelting is just too little to include a considerable effect. But the expertise adds to our insight of the bi-ice hydrology of the mainland. Down there is extensive web of submarine glacial rivers and lake in Antarctica and they impact the way the ice leaf moves over them. Any try to pattern how the iced scenery might answer to next environment heating has to get expense of the water supply framework. The opening as well has a bearings on efforts to drill bit the largest old ice on the mainland. Scientists are now looking for places wherever they could mandrel and continuous recording of snow departure behind more than rather than 1.5 millionth year. The air bubbles and powder captured in the ice would ensure key insights on the way land's ambience has modified via period. But any drill bit website would include to escape locations in improved basal heater since the smelting will wipe any environment recording stamped in the mandrel. The new research is the newest outcome to go out of the Polar GAP draft. The was initiated by the Europe Area Agent in the initial purpose of purchasing seriousness measurements at the southward polar. ESA's satellites do not fly immediately above the lower of the planet, importance down there is ever a opening in their information. To return the lacking seriousness data, Antarctic scientists were requested to run an instrumented plane behind and hereinafter through the polar, but they utilized the prospect to feeling as well the magnetics in the rock, and to section the altitude and pattern of the ice pack. It was an unknown border wherever not one had previous done these various of measurements, and how tool we've been capable to find lot new things, told Dr. Jordan.